Hi, this is Ron Kaufman. I'm in Sydney, Australia at the Salesforce World Tour with Cian McLoughlin, who's the founder of a company called Trinity Perspectives and author of this best-selling book, Rebirth of the Salesman. And we were talking about, what do you mean rebirth?
Well, at its most simple level, the world of sales is not what it used to be. The world of sales is evolving, and as a result, salespeople need to be reborn. The skills that served them so well in the past are not going to serve them well in the years to come. So I loved the play Death of a Salesman, and I thought that was a really, really interesting concept to base the book on. But in writing the book, one of the things that I did was speak to customers and say, what do you value in the salespeople you interact with? And a lot of the feedback I got was surprising, because they were talking so much about people and talking about culture and talking about purpose and things that weren't product and price related, and that really surprised me.
That's intriguing. I know you've really crystallized that into a methodology that you use, which you're calling a win-lose analysis. In
Yes.
other words, going to the customer side and talking to the procurement team or the technology officer or the marketing or whoever's on the buy side,
Yeah.
and saying, why is it that this company either won or lost, and what can they learn? And you're acting as that third party now to help get the perspective.
Correct. The name of our business is Trinity Perspective, and literally that's what we're doing. We're playing at the intersection of the sales process and the buying process, which is a very privileged place to be. So we get to see both sides of the equation, and then what we're trying to do is extract some nuggets of value from the conversations we're having with the CFO or the CMO, with the head of procurement, with the project team, and then reverse engineer those back into the sales organization so they can sweat the asset of their time and effort and cost of sale and get some value, whether they win, whether they lose, or whether they draw. Because otherwise, why are we doing this? Why aren't we learning? So that's the service.
How do we know where and how to actually improve? And it's interesting when you said it's not necessarily about a better product or a cheaper price. Look at that face. It's actually could be about the people or the purpose of the organization or the values of the individual. But wait a minute, in the CRM database, you don't necessarily know those things about the other side or have a way to. So then, what's going on with technology that's enabling this richer conversation?
You know, I embarked on a sales career 20 years ago, and I didn't know anything about sales, didn't know very much about technology, and so I was told, here's your CRM system, every interaction you have with a customer, put in the information. And so I did. I followed that, to the letter. And what that allowed me to do was build up a really good insight and understanding of my customers, and I think that's the critical piece. We're in a world of kind of mass personalization, or the opportunity to do that. People are looking for relevance, but they're not just looking for, dear insert name here. They want you to demonstrate that you have an opinion, that you've taken the time to understand them. And I think technology can play an incredibly important role in serving us the information we need, but then there's a human component. We need to then synthesize that information to have a really relevant conversation.
And use it in the next conversation,
Correct.
Whether it's in a written form or it is on the phone or preparing for actual face-to-face.
That's exactly right, because without that, what I'm saying is I meet you for the first time, you tell me a little bit about yourself, about where you live, and then I meet you again and I say, so Ron, where do you live? And that's a really weird thing for me to say, because you've told me that before. But we're doing that to our customers all the time. We're expecting them almost to coach or teach us,
right.
Whereas actually we need to be coming with an opinion.
Yeah.
We need to be coming with a perspective. We need to be saying, we understand your industry, we understand our technology,
and we understand you.
And we understand you, and we can bring those things together. Right. That's when we earn the right to have a seat at the table. That's when you go beyond, in inverted commas, vendor to partner and beyond.
Right, so you really are talking about rebirthing of not only the salesperson, but the whole sales opportunity.
That's correct.
To weave together two organizations.
Yep.
Through the buying and selling process.
Correct.
But which enables a possible future that it creates a lot more value for both sides.
It does indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cian McLoughlin, here in Australia.